Is that better? I should now be on proper. Oh, let me move that as well. That should be fine. Perfect. Is that sound now? I think you're on mute. Cheers TD5. Yeah, I think I was on mute there. Yeah, let's see. Hopefully there's sound now when that comes through. Thank you for pointing that out. Yes, cheers TD5. TD5. I was just saying there that it was a fantastic save there by Pickford, who's West Brom put the ball on again. It was a fantastic save there by Pickford to keep the shot out by Diagne, and it's saves like that will keep him in the England team. Obviously, with there's that part of Pickford that there's always an accident or a mistake or a howler, just a few saves away. But yeah, fantastic save. West Brom have been on the attack from minute one, and they're really trying to push this Everton side early on to try and get some sort of a lead. So Everton are playing left to right, and they're playing in their yellow kit, and West Brom are playing in their usual kit, which with stripes. You see Godfrey making a run. Good run there by Everton. 1-2. Everton are coming. Bernardo. Richarlison. Oh, they went for the pass rather than the shot. And I believe it didn't pay off, but would that have been offside anyway? No, they were all onside, so Richarlison was onside, but he opted to pass rather than shoot. He tried to square it to Calvert-Lewin. Unselfishly, but it was a fantastic run there by Bernard. I quite like him. He's one of my favourite players at Everton. So let's see. Yeah, baby, I've got sand. How was it your test today, TD, that you had, or is it a Monday you've got your test? You see West Brom here, they've got the ball, but they're in their own half, and Everton are trying to give them some pressure. It's been quite, for the first 6 minutes, it's been quite an entertaining game. It was more entertaining in the first 6 minutes of this game than the whole Man U game last night. It was. See, after that game, by the way, I was just like, fuck it. So Everton have 26 away points. That puts them 4th in the league on away points. So that's not too bad actually. But yeah, just like, share, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. I'm just sharing it as well, just so that I know it's shared. Yeah, so just make sure it's all working. What is your predictions tonight, folks? Obviously, I'm going to go for Everton, but I wouldn't be surprised if West Brom get a result here, because they've came out. Honestly, at 100 miles an hour, that's going to be a free kick. Pereira Everton caught Gomes. Yeah, so they've come out at 100 miles an hour, and they're up for this. They're definitely looking as though they can snatch something in the early plays. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do the Chelsea game. Will you be watching? Yeah, mate, that's it's not good. It's came back positive. Does that mean you've got 2 weeks of quarantine now? Hi, Eagles. How happy were you last night after the game, eh? Hi, Tona. Hi, Tona. I seen that. I seen the. Why is West Brom Albion playing the ball so much at the back between defender and goalkeeper, risking Everton getting in? Anyway, I seen the Rashford Maguire exchange when Maguire says to Rashford to get on side, and then Rashford starts calling him names and stuff. And you're thinking, see, if you were on side though, you would be in a much better position, because it was fucking awful last night. Well, I mean, one got a positive, one got a negative. Hopefully it's not too bad. Well, you are in that age group where you should be okay. I think, well, for people that I've known that have had it, when they've had it, they've been okay. It's after effects. But you're in that age group where it shouldn't really affect you afterwards. So I think we're all going to get it. Here's West Brom. They picked the ball up at the final third. Got ball in the box, and it's cleared there by Godfrey. But Bernard picked it up. He's played the ball back to his defence rather than playing it forward. And that's just allowed West Brom to come back onto them. It's given them some encouragement. I think that Bernard should have tried to play that up the park, to be honest, rather than playing it back into defence, which just allowed West Brom that extra couple of yards to get back onto them. But anyway, well, that'll be why if you didn't press play, you won't see me, no. It could be a false positive, TD, if that's the case. And it may be inconclusive. Here's West Brom on the attack. And they're in the box. They put the ball in the ball. Oh, it's a lovely cross. And it was a scrappy clearance there by Everton. Everton have been under the cosh this past... Well, we're 10 minutes in, but they've been under the cosh for a good 8 minutes of this 10. So, yeah. I've just read the text and they got results mixed up. Actually, negative. Well, that's good news, TD, because then obviously it means you can get back to school and you can get back to doing what you like doing, whether it's football or that sort of thing. But yeah, it's amazing how they can give out a positive result and then realise that it's actually negative. Here's Bernard, ball through to Richarlison, over to Calvert, and Bartley easily took that, and again it's going to be offside. That's twice now that this assistant referee's given offside. Now I want to see if it actually was offside, because the last one wasn't. I was away a cycle today and I'm absolutely in agony, but I thought I'll still do the watch-alongs, and my tube of hot peanuts is in transit, so it's now in the UK, and my fish isn't too far either, so I'll be doing those hopefully this weekend and put those on my channel. Yeah, that'll be good. And they will give me severe stomach cramps. I think it depends on your age. I would assume. Who's your guardian? What age are you, Eagles? Or are you also 18, 19? Here's West Brom, got the ball, and why did he do that? He decided to run with it and flick it in the air rather than keep it on the ground. Yeah, but I don't have a phone because it broke, so we had to give... Ah, right, I see. What type of phone did you have prior to it breaking? West Brom shoots! Oh, it's a save by Pickford. West Brom are fancying this, by the way. They are fancying their chances. They are looking at this. I don't know why they've come into this game full of confidence. Shooting there from 30 yards out. They are on a high. 14. Yeah, well, I suppose that's why. Well, surprised though that they were able to text you, not your parents, or because it would still come under guardianship, wouldn't it? Surprised. But I think it works differently in England. Sometimes. iPhone 8. Oh, not a bad phone. Did it smash, or was it just at that point where it was getting older? So awful ball there by West Brom. They're playing from the back. Put the ball nice over to their other wing. They've got a lot of space, by the way. Everton's just checking their midfield and their back line. It's not that. Yeah, I was just going to say West Brom have got through. It's not that rigid. I don't know what philosophy they're playing at Everton, but they're not playing that rigid, and it's allowing West Brom. Because what happened there was West Brom were attacking, and Everton defender ran out to get to the ball, and a simple 1-2 was all that was required to take that defender clean out the game. And that was the flank completely exposed, and they required Bernard to come back and save. 14 minutes in. This is quite a good game, actually. I don't want to say nothing, because every time I say about somebody scoring, they never score. So we'll see. Iwobi smashed it. Friends now though. Aye, George, been a while. Oi, oi. I have no time for bullies, mate. I'd smash fucking him. My wee boy was in school. This is when he was about 13, 14. And he got battered quite badly by one of the boys. So I went up to his house, and his mum answered because his dad wasn't in. And I threatened to go up to break his legs, and he just laughed at me. I went, I will fucking break your legs. And his mum knows me, and she went, you better shut up because he will break your legs. So ever since then, the person didn't even look where my son was walking, just absolutely petrified. It was quite funny. But yeah, that could have turned out quite bad because the police could have gave us some shit for that. But fortunately, I got away with it. I'd be asking the person to buy the phone. I'd be like, here mate, you buy the phone, you smashed it. Right, move. It's always good once you start talking, I suppose, to these people, and they're no longer giving you grief every day. Thanks everybody that's watching and that's doing that. Just comment, like, share, give comments, join in. Here's West Brom, put the ball in. Oh, Digne shoot. Oh, and he shoots. And it was just over by Digne. How do you pronounce it? Digne. Can't hear the commentary, so I can't even pretend that I know how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure the G is silent. But anyway, yeah, he put the ball over. Diagne, that's what it is, isn't it? Diagne, that's what it is. West Brom here, put the ball at the park, and it's played. Oh, beats one, beats two. He's got his head up, puts the ball over. He's got Diagne in the box, and he decides to play it to down the flank. He decides to do the overlap, and that was readied by Everton, but they've got a throw in. They've taken it now and they've put it back. West Brom have been absolutely superb. But here's Richarlison. He's picked it up. He's running up the park. He's got Calvert-Lewin in front, but he opts to go sideways rather than putting the ball forward. Now Richarlison's in the box with Calvert. and it was easily picked up there by West Brom. Should have played that ball forward. To play sideways just gave the ball. It just gave West Brom too much time. It was a bad decision. Calvert's came back, able to pick it up deep in his own half. Now he's passed it over, and it's going to go to Bernard. Just passing it about their defence now, so let's see what's happening in chat. I'm making a desk lamp in school. I wanted to do it like a football, but then decided to do it like a dog. But you get it with some schools, like they just don't want to acknowledge that this happens, so they would rather say that it doesn't, or you have to give more evidence, so then they don't have to do the paperwork that's involved in the investigation. I would go absolutely off my tits. But yeah, that's it. Why weren't you allowed to do it like a football? Why did it have to be like a dog? Obviously a dog stands, so it's not going to roll, but you would just make the football round and then you'd put a base in it so that it wouldn't roll. I don't know. Diagne, he's picked it up at the edge of the box. Ball comes into the box. West Brom shoot. Oh! And it almost got all the way through there. And it had to be cleared by Everton. I'm trying to see what player it was, because that almost went through the legs of the Everton player into the back of the net. Let's see. Sorry to hear that, mate. How long? Calvert-Lewin. He sees Richarlison's on the run. Is he going to get to it? He gets to it, but he's on the edge of the box. Calvert-Lewin's wide open. What are you doing? Calvert-Lewin was wide open. There was nobody on him. Edge of the box. And he looks at Richarlison expecting the pass. And Richarlison just decides to try and take the player on rather than play it to Calvert, who was open. Wonder if there's a bit of a problem with those two, because there's been a couple of times in this game that they've just not been passing to each other when you think they were wide open. That was stupidity. Let me see West Brom. He's in the box, but he's looking. No, he was looking there to get touched, right, to go down, but Everton were wise to it. There's Diane's in the box, just waiting for the ball to come in. No, it's not in yet. The ball comes in now. Pickford drops it, but he regains it. He's not happy, shouting at his defenders. Quite rightly so. And that was a huge chance here for West Brom. Tell you, West Brom could win this, by the way. I would be surprised if they win this. They've been absolutely phenomenal in the first 20 minutes. Well, as long as the dog was your second idea. Any type of dog, any type of dog or dog style, because obviously you've got like Scottish Terriers and stuff where they're quite hairy. Calvert-Lewin gets the ball, puts the ball to Richarlison. Richarlison shoots, and it's saved quite easily there by Johnstone, the ex-Man United player. Yeah, as long as you're doing something that you enjoy, and once you've done it, you're proud of it. That's the main thing. Can't even remember what my son made, to be honest. I knew it was something when he was that age. Ah, see, TD, I see. So, when you leave, will that be you? Is that your final year? Like, what I mean is that you, after that, then it'll be college or university? Or could you still stay on at school? Like, up here, we would class that as 5th year and 6th year, but I don't know how you class it in England. Here's Everton on the attack, in the box. There's loads of people waiting there. And he tries to cross it, and he passes it pretty much to West Ham defender. Absolutely ridiculous how you can't pass it. Well, that's it. I mean, even if, like as you say, his voice is light, as long as he's involved, it creates that bond and stuff, and that's worth more than like money itself. Bernard puts the ball in. It's too deep there for Richarlison. 1 second. It's quite a bad. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to win this game. By the way, who do we think is going to win the game with the Chelsea Liverpool? That's going to be a tough game, by the way. That is going to be a tough game. I don't even, honestly, with that game, only because we're doing some passing just now, with that game I think Chelsea have the better team, by the way. I really, really do. I don't know if Henderson's back or not. That's a question I'm going to have to find. It's a question I'm going to have to find an answer to at half time. Because if he's not playing, I'm going to go for Chelsea. Even with him playing, I would probably still think of Chelsea, but with him definitely out of the team, I'm going to go for Chelsea. So that's my prediction on that. Thank you for everybody that's watching, sharing, liking, subscribing, commenting. Everton are just playing it now between themselves at the back. Can't show the game because of legal reasons. Hi Kate. Well, you can always find it online. And in my other video I did say where you can find it. So, I mean, I'm pretty fair that way. What was I going to say actually? Yeah, so you do FIFA. Do you do FIFA career, or do you do like FIFA like FUT and all that sort of stuff? Because obviously there's quite a lot of modes in FIFA. I prefer when I play it to play pro clubs, but I don't play it that often now. I mean, I don't really watch it that often. I don't mind it if it's really, really good content, then I'll watch it, and I don't mind if it's a career mode or the like online FUT, but it doesn't really, and that's Ultimate Team. If anybody's watching, by the way, thinking that I'm swearing, I'm not. I've got quite a lot of subs as well, so I probably don't need more subs. I wouldn't mind getting more subs, but no point getting subs just for putting the game on. Go on, move. So 27 minutes in, West Brom and the Everton games went. It's died down a bit, by the way. It's not as action packed as it was in the first 20 minutes. Did you ever see that player that used to play for Everton, that Drenthe, played for Everton and he played for Real Madrid, and he just recently came back to football after retiring. He retired, started to try and do a rap career. That failed, became bankrupt, and then he now plays 3rd division in Holland. Absolutely fantastic player. Here's Godfrey though. He's on the attack and he's going to shoot, and he shoots. Why would you shoot from there? He had so many players that he could have passed to. I think he's won Everton a corner. but he's got the head down and he's not looking happy with himself, and no wonder. He runs from his box. He's got a player to his left. He's got Bernard, and he's got Richarlison wide open, and he decides to shoot. He wins the corner, but that was just ridiculous. Now, if they score from this, I'll put egg in my face. But apart from that was a really silly shot. The ball comes in, it's poor, but it does. That's going to be a free kick because Michael Keane had a tackle on Diagne. That was a wasted set piece opportunity. I'm just watching it again as I'm talking. Madness. I don't understand why you would have to do that. Anyway. Hi Tony, it's been a while. Hi Tony. I thought you might be on tonight because Everton was playing. I wasn't too sure which watch along I was going to do. I thought Tony likes Everton, so I'll do Everton. So, aye. Bet might take over the whole channel and leave it. I don't know. Thank you, brother. Thank you, little brother. What's the PS5 like? I mean, is it worth buying if you've had a PS4? I play games on PC. I'll make that clear. So if I'm going to re-buy a console, it would have to be amazing for me to consider it. 1 second. How's work tonight, Tony? Is this you at the end of your week, or is your shift week just started? And the ball comes in there, it's poor. Give me 1 second, by the way. I'm going to end up killing this cat. I won't actually kill the cat, by the way. I'm just saying that. Spurs on fire at the moment. Needs to keep ahead of them for spot if we win. Everton have played okay thus far, but West Brom have been the better team, if I'm absolutely honest. How West Brom aren't ahead is surprising to me, honestly. Tottenham have been playing really well recently. Hey boy, what's Papon? Hi Luca, I don't know what Papon is. Here's West Brom, they've picked it up in their own half. Yeah, it's going to be a free kick to West Brom. There's not a lot happening in the game, by the way. It's been pretty quiet these past 5 minutes. If anything does happen, I'll say. Hi Callum. I mean, you can find it online. I mean, it's not difficult to find online these games. On my last channel, I did say where you can find it. Here's West Brom, and they've lost possession. But yeah, so that's always the worst, isn't it? Your first game back on the shift, because it's great when you're off. Obviously, those was it 3 days, and then you're like brilliant, and then you're back again. You're like, and then you're back on night shift as well, Tony, which isn't great. I mean, night shift suits a lot of people. It just doesn't suit me. I struggle doing night shift. I really do. But I've got a friend, he does night shift and he's fine. I just can't change my sleep pattern. So that's the worst part of it. Ball comes in. and West Brom were able to clear it. They're going to put a cross in. The cross, trying to put the cross in there, but it was easily taken there by Everton. They've had a lot of joy actually, this West Brom team, down their right hand side where Bernard plays. He's had to come back a few times to help out the left back. So that's not good, by the way. It's been a bit of a worry. So yeah, I should actually just put where you can find the game, and then people won't ask for it. That's really what I should do, but I don't know if YouTube will go mental, so I better not. What test? Oh, his test. I see. Was it anybody in the house that had it? And is that why you're all getting tested, or is it just because of school? I'm going to put this up for 2 minutes and I'm going to pull it down. I know. People are just so cheap. I'm going to put that on there for 2 minutes and then I'm going to take it straight back off in 2 minutes. So that is all they're getting from me. But I mean, the price of Sky and BT, by the way, is absolutely astronomical now. It's well over. Oh wait, here's Diagne. And Michael Keane is able to pick the ball up from him. But Diagne was through there. He was... He's having a little bit of a chuckle to himself. I think even he thought he was going to get a 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. So, right. I see. Get the vaccine next week. I see. Well, hopefully all goes well. I mean, some people get it and they're ill for a day or two. But the way I see it is, if you're ill for a day or two, how bad would you have been if you'd had COVID? So a day or two in bed's not that bad, right? 37 minutes, there's 1 minute, and then that message comes down, and people can't complain that I didn't put it up, because no other watch along tells you where you can find it. I just don't like telling people all the time to start paying for it on BT and Sky. Right, once it hits 39 minutes, it's down. Mason Holgate has been yellow carded, and it was quite silly actually. He gave away a free kick in West Brom's own half, but West Brom have put a lot of players up in the Everton box and played a long ball forward. I'll remove that now, and it's removed. Folk can't say that I didn't help them, and if they go through my stream, they'll see it. It's just that'll still give me views. So here's Everton. Here's Bernard now. Are they going to get a goal early on for Tony? Richarlison shoots! So it's just over. That was fantastic there. It was a great move there by Everton. So it goes to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin plays it to Richarlison, and I don't know if that got a deflection. Both players have got their hands up claiming for... Yeah, I think it did get a deflection. At that angle, it does look like it. So this is going to be a corner. Both players there put their hand up to say that one was a corner and one was a goal kick. So Set pieces, Everton are second in the league on 11 goals. And it's a poor corner in the end. But the ball's been played back. He's going to play the... No, he was trying to put the ball back in, but West Brom were equal to it. Anyway, I said yesterday, I think that did. Right. Yeah. I ask that many people about their ages that I tend to forget. Tend to forget folks' ages, to be honest, which isn't a good thing. But yeah, thank you for everybody that's tuned in, watching, still watching. What's your predictions? Some people think it's going to be Everton. Most people say it's going to be Everton. I thought it was going to be Everton. West Brom are playing the better this half. Hopefully they keep it up in the second half. So we're now 39 minutes in, 40 actually almost. You don't see that too often in today's game where you play two players that could be considered strikers in Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. I know that Richarlison can play on the left wing, but the way he's playing just now, they're both playing quite central. West Brom have been able to take the ball, though Richarlison's came back to defend. He didn't get it. West Brom still have it. What are we going to see? We've got 5 minutes left. I still feel there's going to be a goal in this 5 minutes. West Brom are up the park. They've got a throw in. They've got a lot of players forward. Furlong's going to take it. There's a couple of West Brom players unmarked that's close to Furlong, but Furlong's going to put it in the box, which he does. And in the end, it's poor. He gets a lot of height, but no distance. But here's Diagne, and he was pushed, but he still got it. And Pickford gets it. He was pushed there, and I think the only reason he didn't go down was because there was a player in front of him, and he fell into that player. But if that player hadn't have been there, he would have been down, and that would have been given as a penalty. But Bernard is on the counter. Calvert-Lewin! Oh, what a save there by Johnstone! He had Calvert as centre to goal, and instead of picking a side, he strikes the ball down the middle where Johnstone is. So good save by Johnstone, but it was an easy save because it went straight to him. And here's Richarlison. He's claiming for a free kick, not given. That's got to go down as a bad miss by Calvert because you had the whole goal to aim for, and you went straight. Well, you could have went either side. Are they going to come back to that miss later in the game and rue that miss? That was close. It was close. But West Brom are now up. Put the ball in the box. Diagne. Oh, they still got it actually in the box. And I kid you not, they went for a run, West Brom, and the other West Brom player took the ball off his own player because they ran into each other. That's... Now he's trying to... I don't know what West Brom are doing. Craziness. Crazy! See, no, you'll be okay. I mean, if you're in that age group, you're fine anyway. If you do catch anything, put the ball left. The ball's in. Oh, Richarlison, and that may have actually hit off Calvert. Yeah, I think in that age group you're usually fine, and it's not really something that a lot of kids have had any trouble with, so he'll be fine. Be absolutely fine. It's people that are older. Like, I'm not talking about old age. I'm talking about people that are maybe like 30s or 40s or 50s that get it, that are more at risk of having secondary problems. But when you're that age, you should be fine. Should be fine. And balls came over. As long as everyone's healthy and you're up to date with like taking vitamins and all that sort of stuff, and your immune system's not compromised in any way, you'll be fine. And the ball's anyway. West Brom are just passing the ball back and forward now. Oh, nah, pass the ball back and forward. I thought they were going to make an attack there, but they're not. They are not. They are not. West Brom have had 6 shots on goal. Sorry, 6 shots on goal. Only 2 on target though. .45 minutes gone. Everton have a free kick in their own half, so it's not going to come to anything really. 1 minute stoppage. Well, it looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half time, which is something I would not have thought I would have said after the first 20 minutes of this game. Thought West Brom were going to be up at least 1 goal by this point, just the way that they were playing. But here's Everton on the attack. Got the head up. Calvert-Lewin loses it. It was probably a bad decision to play to Calvert when you had Richarlison that little bit further over. Here's Everton again on the attack, and they play the ball back. That's going to be half time. It's going to be Sam Allardyce will be the happier of the two managers. His team's been the better of the two. Had the better chances, been playing better. But you just feel that with Everton, when they come back out, that there'll be some sort of tactical change after Ancelotti has a word. So we'll see how that goes. Right, is Henderson playing this next game? That's the question. That is the question. Just checking lineups here, just quickly, whilst I've got 15 minutes. Jota's on the bench for the Liverpool game. That should be interesting. I can't see anything if he's possibly playing or not. I suppose I'll see when the team sheets comes out. That'll be when I'll find out. No, it's fine, TD. It's absolutely fine. Keeps the chat going. Should my something keep workers. I would keep Walkers because obviously it's going to be good money. When you say about showing the game, are you going to have somebody that records it and then put it up afterwards? Because you can record it on your phone. Well, once you get your phone back, or you get a new phone, and then you can just put it up on YouTube. And then on YouTube you can edit it on YouTube, or you can get software that will allow you to edit it. Depends if you have a Mac or a PC. With Mac you get free software. If it's PC then you have to buy it. There is some free ones out there actually. Not sure what they are because I've got After Effects, so I don't know which ones are free, but it's all about just building up an audience and doing what you like, and if it pays off then it's been worthwhile. It doesn't matter what you do. It could be anything. It could be showing football games, could be playing FIFA, could be playing Dungeons and Dragons. As long as it's something that you enjoy, that's all it is. That's all it's about. I've got somebody that I work with. He's say 35, and he plays, or did before COVID, Dungeons. He played Dungeons and Dragons every Tuesday night without fail. And he was playing the same game for over a year. But that was his thing, I suppose. So, yeah, I mean, just do whatever you can for YouTube, whatever you enjoy. So I would say. Tony, have you ever seen that Vinnie Jones advert with Brute? I just seen it there. Always with that advert, I'm thinking, does anybody actually still buy Brute that's below a certain age? Oh, there's Joe Cole in the studio, and it looks like his 5-year-old kid's cut his hair. Don't know if he has got a 5-year-old kid, but it's definitely been a haircut someone's done for him. But yeah, West Brom have been absolutely phenomenal. Just watching the highlights. Pickford's going to get the praise for that save, and they should. But West Brom should get some praise as well for how they have managed to break down Everton at times. Richarlison's chance at 38 minutes. It was a difficult angle for him to score it though. When you watch the replay, I think Johnstone was in the best position that a goalkeeper could be to save that. I don't think he was ever going to get beat from that angle. But how Calvert-Lewin lost and then how he missed that opportunity there is beyond me. That's I mean, even Jamie Redknapp's having a slight smirk how he lost that, which is bad decision making. But there we are. Scotland get further than England in the Euros. I will get a tattoo of Ollie McBurney. Well, you should, but get a big one on your back of Ollie McBurney, because Scotland have no chance of getting it. I don't. As I said, Scotland's only going to get about 1 point out of this Euros. But if you do get a tattoo, you should do it, and you should record it and put it on your channel. That'd be funny. Or just get Ollie McBurn anyway. I don't see Scotland doing well in the Euros. You don't know, but I don't see it happening. I've watched them play a few times, and they haven't been that good. And we struggled with teams we struggled against teams like Israel, and Israel aren't a good team. Struggled against some other teams actually that aren't that good. It's a bit like how England was when they played Iceland. That's how bad we are, and it's that much of a shock that we're playing teams like Israel and not getting the results. Football for you though, isn't it? That's what happens. My phone's always almost charged. Let's see my stats. My stats. So 7 likes. I can only imagine how many dislikes I've got for not showing the game. No dislikes yet, which is always good. I look absolutely shattered when I see myself on the screen there. I am tired though. I am. Let's see what's happening around the football grounds. Actually, that's what I was going to check. What's the score with the other team? It's Tottenham. See the Tottenham game, they scored on goal though. On goal. Right. I'll do the whole Liverpool thing once this stream finishes. I've still got to do the thumbnail and all the description and stuff that goes along with it, so I'll do all that then. Let's see what's happening in the chat. George, Tony, everyone, Eagles, all chat. Let's go and get further on. You should, yeah, but you beat Serbia. We beat Serbia. How we beat Serbia was Serbia didn't. I don't know if you watched the game or not, but Serbia did not turn up. It was as if Serbia had been paid to take the loss. They were absolutely terrible. They just didn't care. It was quite a strange game. Do you think the proposal of having the UK and Ireland hosting 2030? I think it would be good if the UK can host the 2030 World Cup. I also think as well that if England did have anything to do with the World Cup, then it would be, as you say, 1966 all over again, and it would be it's coming home. It's coming home. And they would think that they're going to win it. Any competition that England play in, they think they're going to win it. And we can't really comment on how they're going to play, because that's in 9 years, and a lot of the team that they have now won't be in it. So like the Rashfords, etc., they'll be gone by then, or they'll be definitely at the end of their career. But yeah, I think it'd be good. It'd be good for the economy. So it'd be good for the economy, as long as there's money being put into other places, like the NHS, like infrastructure, all that sort of stuff. Because after this COVID, there's a lot of people that have lost their jobs, or they've lost a job, or perhaps have had 2 jobs, and it's going to be difficult to get back into the field or the industry that they used to have. Because there was, for example, let's say that X amount of people worked in retail. Well, a lot of that sector now is online. So where do these people now work? You know what I mean? There's no more jobs in retail in their area. Perhaps I know that in Edinburgh Princess Street they shut down a couple of big shops. So that's going to affect people. A lot of companies went bust. Then you've got companies that may make things for manufacturing that have went bust. So I mean, I'm quite fortunate because I work in IT, so I've not been affected by COVID. Fortunately, touch wood, my job's safe. So that'll play a big part when it comes to the decision of the World Cup. Does the UK have enough money to really warrant paying for it? And as well, we're no longer in the EU, especially by 2030. So there'll be less money going about. It would be good. It would be good. Where we are in 9 years' time will be up for discussion, I suppose, in 9 years' time after Qatar, because that's going to be well, I think Qatar changed. They've changed Qatar, haven't they? Because that was just all backhanders, and it was too dangerous for the players to play. I don't know. Russia have had a few things in the past couple of years. That's all been backhanders as well. Scotland have what? Hampden, Ibrox, Parkhead. There's 3 stadiums that are World Cup quality. Then you've got England that have got mostly all the teams in the Premier League. Chelsea may not get it because of the 32,000 seat capacity at Chelsea. But by then, you never know. They may have upgraded their stadium. So that's my answer to that question. Somebody next door's having a party, I think. I wouldn't mind, but I'm not invited. Oh, and the second half's just about to kick off. That was good timing. So West Brom kick off, and the kick off left to right. So thus far, there doesn't seem to be any changes. Still the same team. Yeah, it is. And Pereira can't keep. Oh, has he kept it in? I don't think he has. I thought that's going to be. No. Everyone thought it went out, but it hadn't. Here's Diagne. Put the ball back. West Brom plays the ball out to the right flank. Ball's going to come in. And it's easily picked up there by Everton. But West Brom started how they started the first half. All guns blazing. They came out straight away and tried to get a goal. So we'll see. I don't know if Tony's Everton's going to be winning this game tonight. And Calvert-Lewin, he's got his head up, he's looking, makes a run, he's looking for the 1-2 pass. Ball comes back, Calvert-Lewin just over Calvert-Lewin. Oh, Everton still have it in the box though. And it's Bernard. Calvert-Lewin has been man-marked, so he's not going to get it. Everton take a shot, absolutely scuffs it, but it goes to Richarlison. Ball in the box again. Calvert was pretty unlucky there, by the way. He was pretty unlucky. go join them and go into the car for the World Cup. Ah, well, that'll be warm then. That'll be warm in Qatar. That'll be one thing I wouldn't want to be playing in it. Does pineapple belong in pizza? Yes. Yep. But I eat weird food. I eat a korma. It begins with K. I can't remember what korma it is, but it's basically a korma that everyone eats. But I like it with bananas. So there you go. And I quite like having bananas in a bowl and having mayonnaise in it. As I say, I eat a lot of weird stuff. But pineapple on pizza, yeah. What day is it today actually? Thursday. It's not even 2 for Tuesday. I've missed that. If it had been, I was going to order a pizza there. I'm not the biggest fan of pineapple, but I think it does go quite well depending on the toppings of the pizza. I know that it's supposed to go with Hawaii pizza, but I wouldn't mind it with barbecue sauce. There's not a lot happening in the game, by the way, that's why I'm talking about pizza. In case anybody's just tuned in thinking, why are you talking about pineapples? Oh, the party, right, I've seen what you were saying. It's just a banana korma, and eating banana with mayonnaise, quality. Go back to Ian's comment. They've been partying. My favourite cereal is Weetabix and banana. Do you have it with milk or yogurt? Go back to Ian's comment there. He moves. He got the keys today, so he's been partying since last night. So I think he's trying to annoy the neighbours before he moves out, which is fair enough because I don't really hear it. It's only because I'm down here I can hear the boom 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 boom. Weetabix and banana. It's not a bad combination. With some yogurt would be quite nice. Milk. I've got bananas in my fridge. I've got mayonnaise there. Milk. I think it would be okay with milk, but try it with yogurt. It'll taste amazing. West Brom have got the ball edge of the box. And he shoots, and Pickford picks it up easily, quite easily. But the West Brom attackers aren't too impressed. The fact that he shot rather than passed. Diagne is a little bit miffed. I've started eating yogurt and I was going to say Crayola, but that's crayons. That stuff that's in Crunchy Nut, it's quite good actually. Crayola, is it Crayola? Crayola. West Brom have a throw-in. So West Brom have the fewest goals this season. 9 goals. But the way they started the second half, you wouldn't count them out. Furlong is looking for a throw-in. He'll be looking to put in a better ball than he did last time. Like, share, comment, everybody that's still out there in the verse. Right, the ball's going to come in from Furlong. Better ball this time. Oh! What did he do that for? It dropped to a West Brom player. Wait till I tell you who it is. It could have been Kanu. It was Kanu. And it's going to go in. And Diagne then puts his head on it and he puts it over the bar. The way that Kanu had headed it like that, and the ball was just going to drop just in behind Diagne and to the bottom corner. Diagne basically saved Everton there. Idiot. That's what it is, granola. That's what it is. That's what I'm talking about. Granola and yogurt. Cocoa Pops and banana. That could be one that could be a strange one. I can eat Cocoa Pops, but I don't like chocolate too much. Oh, West Brom again in the box. Oh, they just miss. West Brom just miss. He put the ball in there, and to be fair, it was a shot / cross, and just missed it. Allardyce is sitting there with his hands on his face, knowing that was a chance, an opportunity. I quite fancy eating a banana now and mayonnaise, but I can't, cause I can't go out because of the green screen. You think pineapple on a pizza? That's horrible when it's cooked. I don't mind pineapple on a pizza. I'd eat that just now, but I can eat a whole pizza, like a large pizza, and I eat that in well under an hour. I can just go done. A big bowl of bran flakes. You'll be regular then. Regular as clockwork. Balls came back to Johnston, and he's put the ball up the park. West Brom here are looking threatening. It's 55 minutes gone, and Everton have had maybe one or two opportunities, but West Brom have done really well. Here's Bernard. Just put the ball out to the left. He's looking for a return ball. He does get it. Calvert-Lewin came deep to try and get the ball, and Everton shoot, and it comes to nothing. Johnstone is easily picks it up there. Shot there by Gomes. Calvert-Lewin came deep there to retrieve the ball, but he opted to shoot. Ian, please order me a Chinese. Please. Pizza, you'll be regular. Hi, Bello. I think he's been nice. I don't know if he's been nice or not. Hi, Bello. If anybody's looking for the stream, watch the video back and you'll see it in my comments in the chat. Big 50 this year, mate. Once you hit my age, you need all the help you can get. Well, it depends on how fit you are at 50. Depends. You've got a lot of 50-year-olds who are very, very fit. And then you've got people that are really, really young that are unfit, like myself. So, age is but a number. Look at that Tom guy that done the NHS walk. He was 100. And you can just imagine that if he was, he was in TV when he was in his 80s, I think, and he was still really fit. So it's all about keeping active, cycling, walking, swimming. Ball here by West Brom, and if you're real adventurous, parachuting, base jumping, skydiving, bungee jumping. That's what me and Ian was talking about the other day there, about doing a bungee jump. I'm not doing it, but Ian was saying that he would probably do it. I know that if I'd done a bungee jump, it would snap. That is my luck. Somebody's playing Zombie. Don't know if you can hear that. So Everton are making a change. Now, who are they going to bring on? Sorry, who are they going to bring off? So they're bringing off Iwobi and they're bringing on Allen. Can Allen make a difference here? From what I've seen from Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin, they haven't done that bad. They've not had maybe as much of the ball as I'd like to see. I'd like to see when they do get the ball up there that they pass the ball between themselves a little bit more, and that maybe create some more chances, because Calvert is coming deep to get the ball. And ball's back up there to almost got through to Richarlison. Hi, Wakema. I think I said that right. If I haven't, then I'm sorry. Oh, I wasn't even typing. Hi, Alberto. Hi, Alberto. Who's the Scottish comedian? The one who talks about wee ghosties. Ian talks about wee ghosties, don't you, Ian? I'm not convinced that Everton's going to win this. I'm really not. West Brom have done really well. Alberto, honestly. Like, share, comment, all that stuff. But honestly, they've been absolutely phenomenal. And again, he's West Brom on the attack. The ball's went through. It's 2 and 4. Oh, he almost fed the ball through there to Diagne. And that to the right, and it was picked up there by Everton. But we see Richarlison, he beats one. That's got to be a yellow card by O'Shea. When Richarlison tried to run past him, O'Shea's just done that. And he's caught him in the face. And to be honest, that would have put Richarlison through and goal. It would have been a 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. So it was a yellow card all day, every day. Twice on a Sunday. It's going to be a free kick. So the shaving foam is down. 10 yards has been marked out. Hi Alberto. I'm back to cook my sticky toffee pudding. Oh, it's a good ball there by Bernard, but it goes to the back post. Everton pick it up, put the ball back in by Allen, and Johnstone picks it up. I'm just thinking, why were you cooking sticky toffee pudding? Why didn't your mum make sticky toffee pudding? That's what I'd be saying. I'd be like, Mum, no problem, Alberto. I would be thinking, Mum, why are you not making my sticky toffee pudding? To be fair, my mum did do all that for me, so I suppose I've just been spoiled. But anyway, West Brom. So we're 61 minutes in here. West Brom are playing phenomenal. Honestly, West Brom I thought this game was going to be pretty boring, but it's been really good. And the ball's through to Bernard. Bernard puts the ball over to Gomes. He does eventually pass to Richarlison, but he does it far too late. But he picks the ball back up. So there's players forward. Why is he running away to pass it? he decides to finally pass the ball, but he passes it into a space where there was really no players. But Niles, I think, may have given a free kick away. So Gomes picks up the ball and he's got players in front. He's got Bernard in front. He's got, I think it was Calvert, that were unmarked. And instead of passing the ball quickly to them, he decided to run with the ball. I can make it a goal. Hopefully we see a goal soon. You like to cook. I just hope, TD, that you're not like Gordon Ramsay when you're cooking. Can you imagine the profanity? You in the kitchen, your mum and dad will be like, right, TD, come on now, stop swearing. It's only an upside down cake. I don't like cooking. It frustrates me. It annoys me. There's Alan, puts the ball over, but Bernard would have been offside there. But since Alan's came on, there's been a couple of good passes by Alan from the right side. He is playing central, but he went out to the right and on some of his plays. Pereira puts the ball behind for a corner. I actually read, so I didn't read. I heard a story because somebody else read it. That oh aye, Ian, did you pick up your headphones in the house, by the way? Off comes Doucoure, on comes Signesson. Ian, you love cooking. I don't like cooking. Did you pick up your headset from the house? Oh, sugar. Wrong button. Wrong thing. So according to Everton, 65 minutes in. Let's see if this gets more spicy. Let's see what happens. So Signesson's just on and he's putting the ball in the box. It's not a bad corner. Not a bit too close to the front post, but puts the ball back in. Oh! And Everton score! Richarlison scores! Signesson has just came on, and as I said, first cross came in. It wasn't the best ball, but he gets the ball back, puts the ball back in, and Richarlison. So that's going to go down as a masterstroke substitution by Ancelotti. Just watching this again. First cross not that good. Gets the ball back. Second ball in. Richarlison over two defenders. Bang in the back of the net. Arguably that should have been Johnstone's ball. He does come out and try and punch it, but he does miss it. And that is 1-0 Everton. So what will West Brom do? What can they do? I didn't even see that wasn't even there. Nobody said to me that my green screen had moved. Right, so let's change the score before I forget, because that's something that I always do. I was about to give West Ham the goal there. Right, there you go, done it. You'll be gutted that you've lost him then, eh? Do you recognise these? Well, thanks Alberto. Yeah, and you were right about the goal, by the way. You were right about the goal, Alberto. I tell you, how happy are you to see these headphones, Ian? I'll take them off, by the way. But yeah, Richarlison was, honestly, he was like a bird there. He was over everyone. I don't play FIFA that much, but I think Richarlison going to Liverpool, a tiny bit unrealistic because they're their rivals. But do you ever play Football Manager? Now that's a game where you need to really work your managerial magic. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. By the way, if anybody's still watching, Tony will be happy that Everton got the goal, and it was all down to the substitution by Ancelotti, because Allen has came on, done really well, and so has Sigurdsson. Oh, is that a penalty? Or is that a free kick? Furlong has brought him down at the edge of what could be the box, or it could be a penalty. Now this is going to go to a replay. It's a free kick. That's close to being that was close, by the way. So he first shoulder barges, I believe it was Richarlison, and then he comes back in and takes him out. And it was inches. I've not tried the headphones yet, but I'm going to try them after this, only because I've just seen them. I found them today in the house, so I've not tried them yet. But you'll be glad that they're here anyway. Richarlison, he cracked Manuel. Yeah, he's doing really well. Alberto Richarlison. Has he been the best player for Everton in this game? I don't think many players for Everton have been good. I mean, he's been okay, but here's a free kick, and it's going to be Sigurdsson that's going to take it. Can he work his magic again? So Everton have the most goals from headed positions this season with 11. Ball's in. Good ball. Good ball by Sigurdsson, but this time Johnstone does get out and gets the hand to it. Yeah. Do you play the old FM's TD, or will this be your first Football Manager? And that's a handball up the park, so it's going to be a free kick to West Brom. Everton have started to play a lot more confidently since taking the lead, and they've been playing with more confidence since. I'm just watching this and thingy. Since Allen and Sigurdsson's came in. I'm just looking at Sam Allardyce here. He's going mental like the fourth official. I'm not entirely sure why, but he's basically saying that something happened, and he's going mental, throwing his arms about and everything. So don't know what happened there. Might see a replay at some point. But anyway, West Brom on the left wing, and the ball doesn't come in. Well, if you've never played FM before, all I can say is, one, I would look at some FM YouTube channels just to see how to play it, and two, it will take you ages to get used to it. Once you're used to it, it's a great game. And here's Everton. Oh, it's over to Gomes, but West Brom come back and take the ball away. But Gomes was almost in there. Oh, moving it. Gomes was almost in there. Let's see, son. Touched it. That's fine, I think. That's fine. It's definitely getting a lot more interesting from Everton this past 10 minutes. Here's Diagne. He's trying to do something. He's trying to make something of this. The ball's now to West Brom. They've got up the left wing. Now there's people in support, but he decides to go back and then he moves forward himself. I'll go back to chat in just a few minutes. If Graham's on, please talk and chat as well. The ball's going to come in here from West Brom, but it's went out for a corner. Yeah, FM takes a long time, TD, to get used to it. Play it on Twitch. Who is it? There's a guy who's really good. If you look at FM Base, I think it is, he's really good. Because what you're better doing is going I don't know what your team is, but go a Premiership team and really understand what you're doing on it. Because you may just play the West Brom, the shoot, but it gets deflected. You may actually just play I think they call it the Switch version, and it's light. But yeah, once you start playing it, go a big team so that it's easier, and then let your assistants do quite a lot of. Here, Snodgrass going to come on. Let your assistants do quite a lot of it. Don't let them do the team talk or the team selection, but let them do like the contract renewals and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just work on how you want your team to play. I play it quite often, so if you've got any questions about it, you can ask me once you get it. But it's a good game. Anyway, back to this game. Gomes has got it, and West Brom are going to bring on Snodgrass. Now it's 73 minutes in, so Snodgrass can still make a difference in this game. Who's going to come off for West Brom? I do not know, because no player, in my opinion, deserves to come off. But you may need fresh legs and just that little bit of a change in creativity. But here's a ball through to Richarlison. Now West Brom are playing quite a high line actually. They're quite open at the back. And the ball goes through Calvert. Oh! Calvert almost got to it, but Kyle Bartley, the ex-Rangers man, Ian will know that from being a Rangers fan, is able to get to it and put the ball out for a throw-in. But because Everton have scored and West Brom are now playing more attacking, there's a lot more space between Johnstone and the West Brom defence, and that's what Everton are now exploiting. Bernard takes the ball to Richarlison. Richarlison does lose it, but it goes back to Allen. Allen puts the ball out to the right. It's going to go back to Allen again. He's been fantastic since coming on, by the way. My man in the match may be one of the substitutions, whether it be Allen or Signesson, just for me anyway. But anyway, the ball's out to the right, and he's overplayed it. He's overplayed it. That was unlucky. We'll go back to Job. We'll go back to chat now in case anybody's still watching. Like, share, comment. Thanks for your comments, Alberto. Thanks. The ball! And Calvert-Lewin puts the ball over the bar. I don't think it got a touch, but we'll see. No, he's not an adult. He's younger than an adult. Well, you're almost an adult. You're almost an adult. But then, why do you have to eat your food quick though? Food is there to be enjoyed. I don't eat my food quick. I take ages when I eat food. I've been told that so many times. So Snodgrass still isn't on, but what they're going to do is they're going to make 3 substitutions. From what I can see, West Brom that is, by the way. It's actually turning it into a good game these final 20 minutes. Thank you everybody that's watching, and your likes, comments, shares, all that sort of stuff. It's much appreciated. Yeah, but you can't do that if you stay in London, though. I mean, in London it's expensive. A lot of people in London never ever own a house. So off comes Gallagher and Phillips, on comes Canoe, Snodgrass. Now there was a potential third substitution, but that may have been because somebody was down on the ground. But what difference can these two players make? Canoe can do a lot. Snodgrass can make good runs. Scotland international. Don't think he plays for Scotland anymore. There was talk of him at some point coming to Celtic, the old Celtic, but he didn't come. Decided to stay in the Premiership. He actually started his career at Livingston, which is just like 5 miles from where we stay. West Brom put the ball in, and it's been terrible. It's been a terrible cross. Had my first house at 18. Yeah, but I had my first house at 19. But then you've got to think, well, in London, you're talking. I remember this was 2014. I was working, and somebody phoned me, and they says that they had been accepted because they put in an offer for those masonette houses, like 4-block houses. And they put in an offer of £250,000. I think it was 253,000, and they got accepted, and they were so happy. That was their first house, and they were in their 30s. And I thought, you could pick one of those up in Scotland for absolute buttons, because nobody wants those in Scotland. Like the house that we saw that was on fire the other day in the paper. That type of house. That's what I'm talking about. I don't live in London. The stadium you typed, it wasn't ours. It's from East Yorkshire. East Yorkshire, right. That's a lot cheaper. Still expensive though. So what's the plan? Are you going to college after this or university? I think it says you got a university, I think. Ball comes in from West Brom and it's deep. And Holgate had to get his head to it to clear it. So we're now 80 minutes in, and it's 1-0 to Everton. But West Brom have had a lot of good spells in this game. Can the substitutions do for West Brom what the substitutions did for Everton? And Calvert clears that. Michael Keane. Oh, Snodgrass! He doesn't get a clean connection. And here's Allen. He's ran it out of play. Yeah, that was pretty bad ball control there. He's obviously better at passing than he is at ball control. Dribbling I should probably make clear. So where do West Brom finish after this if they get beat? Let's see. So they would be second bottom still, 17 points, which would put them 6 points behind Fulham. What's the score with Fulham? Fulham are getting beat. So West Brom came into this game, obviously trying to get something. They played like they were trying to get something. It's not over yet. 9 minutes to go. But the way Everton have been playing these past 10 minutes, seems quite difficult to see West Brom getting anything from this game. What's the I'm excited for that game as well. It should be good. What university do you think you'll go to, or is it, well, what's your preferred option for university? Because I'm assuming you'll have a couple that you have to apply for. I know that Glasgow University, it was they were doing homeschooling basically, or home education. There was no travel to university. That's what I was saying. Exactly what I was saying, Tony. Sigurdsson came on and he's just played two good balls there. There's Bernard coming off. Yeah, it was quite a poor cross, and then he gets the second chance of it, and then plays in a fantastic ball, and Richarlison just gets up there and gets his head over the two defenders. It was a good goal. It was, but that's what Everton was requiring, because since Allen has came on and Sigurdsson have been playing a lot better, they've been able to actually keep possession up the other half of the park rather than constantly losing it to West Brom. I keep going to say West Ham there, but yeah. So yeah, I'm quite surprised, to be honest, that they did score, but the substitutions definitely worked. But here's West Brom on the attack, and it's Diagne puts the ball in. It's not cleared though. It's going to fall to Snodgrass. And there's 5 minutes left. 5 minutes plus stoppage time for West Brom to get something in this game. And Johnston's basically telling the players to get up the park, but his defenders aren't, which I think they're quite right not to run up too far, because it's better to keep possession than punting the ball up. But here's Canoe. He turns and he's slightly lost it, but it's West Brom shoot, and it was, I think, Godfrey that the ball hit off, but Snodgrass, great ball through there. Edge of the box, shoots, and Allen comes back to retrieve the ball. But here's Calvert-Lewin, he's got Richarlison in front. It's a pretty poor pass actually to Richarlison, which ends up, results in a West Brom getting the ball back. 3, so hopefully a draw later, so we stay fourth. I wouldn't mind the draw, by the way, because us trying to get second in the league is an absolute joke. We've lost so many points and we don't deserve to still be in second, but I'll be quite happy if it's a draw, as long as there's a couple of goals. University of York first choice, University of Hull second choice, University of Leeds third choice, and have more if I don't get accepted into them. Oh, you should get one of them. What is it that you're going to go and study at the university? What will you end up studying? Because that's a major thing when you pick a university. What do you want to do, and what is the university renowned for? If it's like we've got Heriot Watt that's renowned for its mathematics, and then we've got, I think, Edinburgh University that's medicine. So you just basically try and choose the one that's best for your preferred sector, if possible. Everton just playing the ball between the defence now. 3 minutes to go plus stoppage, so they're not on any urgency to get the ball forward. It's a bit early to play it to the corner flag, so they'll be... Oh, they've lost it. They've lost it to West Brom, and it's a Everton throw, West Brom throw-in. So yeah, it'll be... let's see what they do in the final 5 minutes of this game. see. Hi Nathan. I almost spelled that wrong actually. That was me just spelling hi. Holgate's down with a slight knock. Richarlison's played okay this game. To be fair, it's a bit like the game last night with Man U. You can't expect your strikers to play phenomenal if they're not getting the service. Liverpool Fulham this Super Sunday. I don't think I'll be doing that game. But anyway, yeah, he's done okay, Richarlison. I'll say Calvert's had a good game as well. And it just required the substitutions to then get the ball more forward so that Richarlison and Calvert had something to actually try and attack, because prior to that the ball wasn't really getting up to those two. My man of the match, I think, is Allen. He's only played 30 minutes, but I've been quite impressed with Allen. Signesson has played a couple of good balls in the box, but he's not been as instrumental as Allen overall, although he did obviously get the assist. Gomes beats one player, beats two players. Final gets up to the third and he gets the ball taken off him. But it's going to be a free kick to West Brom. He was deemed to have slightly knocked the West Brom player. History. I'm quite good at history actually. What's your favourite era or favourite topic of history? And Johnston's came out, he's tried to clear it with a header, but it was a real poor header that almost did play in Richarlison there actually. But West Brom have won it back. It's Diagne, and it was good defending there by Holgate. Five minutes of stoppage time. How is it 5 minutes? I don't recall anything that happened in this half that needs 5 minutes. I think I just try to put pressure on me to get this stream changed for the Chelsea game. That's what it is. Aye, well, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see me doing a Man U game against your team, because if Man U win, I'll be celebrating. Yeah, the two wars were quite interesting. There's some discussion that the Second World War actually started in 1937 and not 1939. And if you look at it, there's some evidence that that's true. Because Japan were fighting China in 1937, because Japan. Hi Simon, and because Japan then became an ally of Germany. A lot of folks say that the war was actually, as a world war, was 37 to 45, and it was 39 to 45. As a European war. So it's quite interesting. West Brom have 3 minutes to score, and to be honest with you Simon, I don't think they'll score, but I think they deserve something from this game. The way that they've played, they're just so unlucky not to have scored, because they've been absolutely fantastic. And here's Richarlison, and he had four men round him there, so he wasn't going to get very far. But West Brom put the ball at the box to Diagne. Diagne knocks the ball on. West Brom have got it. Snodgrass turns his back and decides to play the ball back rather than try to look for somebody more forward. But the ball comes in from West Brom. Diagne scores! Oh, he's offside. Let's see what happens. Is it offside or is it... Oh, the flag's up. But remember in the first half, he put the flag up and it was not offside. Oh, I don't know. I think that might be. I think that might count. This assistant referee's been absolutely garbage this whole game, so for me it's had a few decisions wrong. But what's the decision going to be? I'll go back to chat in a second. If I'll go to chat now, actually, whilst I'm waiting on this decision. Danny's looking a little bit. And it was not given. Oh, that for me, that was close. That was close. That was borderline. Hi, Parwick. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I mean, technically it was only between two countries, but then technically that's how war starts, I suppose, and then all the allies start coming in. Because the UK only really got involved after Hitler then invaded Poland, pretty much. But then you look at why was Hess over in the aeroplane when he landed in Scotland? Why did Hitler allow the British soldiers, not when I say British, I think it was maybe just British here, but under the umbrella is usually British, Canadian, Indian. Why did they let them get away when they were at Calais and stuff like that, when he could have easily have killed all of them? I think it was like 300,000 people. So there's a lot of stuff about the war that just hasn't been explained. But apparently, like, the royal family were quite a fan of Hitler, but there you go. And if you look at the king who abdicated when he stayed in, was it Hawaii? He used to speak to a lot of Nazis. But that's the game finished, and it is 1-0 to Everton. And that goal by that disallowed goal, I want to see that if it was, or how close it was from Diagne, because that was I don't know, like, check it on Twitter or check it on YouTube, see if you can find the goal and come up with your own decisions. But for me, that was a goal, but it doesn't stand. So that's me going off just now. Like, share, comment, and I'll be back on for the Chelsea-Liverpool game in about 10 minutes. So until then, thank you for everybody that's joined. Peace out.